Asymmetric warfare is a form of conflict where the weak defeat the strong by refusing to fight on the strong's terms. In his recent analysis in an article, Asymmetric Warfare, Dr. Rashid Wali Janjua explores how this timeless strategy is currently unfolding in the Gulf. The classic example is Muhammad Ali's win in the heavyweight title fight, famously called Rumble in the Jungle, where Ali absorbed George Foreman's powerful blows on loosened ropes of the ring until Foreman exhausted himself and was knocked out in 8th round. Or young David, who felled Goliath with a simple slingshot. These examples capture the essence of asymmetric warfare, which, in its simplest explanation, is rendering the adversary's power irrelevant. Dr. Rashid Wali Janjua explains that as the U.S. naval blockade tightens on Iran, Tehran is responding with classic asymmetric tactics, drawing on the ideas of Sun Tzu, Liddell Hart, Mack, and Ivan Arreguin-Toft, and their analysis of battles between 1800 to 1998. He highlights a key lesson. When the strong attack using conventional strategy and the weak defend employing unconventional strategy, the weaker side often prevails. And when the strong protagonists in a conflict equation use unconventional but barbaric tactics, the weak protagonists lose despite employing indirect or unconventional tactics. Iran, as a weak actor, has employed multiple forms of asymmetry threatening the Strait of Hormuz, activating regional proxies like Hezbollah, and using drone swarms, fast attack boats, underwater torpedo boats, and naval mines. These deliberate moves aim to expand the conflict, raise costs, and exploit the political vulnerabilities of its stronger adversaries. Dr. Janjua warns that if the U.S. and Israel shift to barbaric indirect strategies such as sustained strikes on power and energy infrastructure combined with the naval blockade and ground attacks by special forces, the Iranians are likely to lose despite imposing high costs on attackers. Dr. Rashid Wali Janjua also highlights that Iran's most powerful weapon may not be military but asymmetry of will in its favor, the ability to endure more pain and loss than an adversary that, unlike Iran, is not fighting the war for national survival. However, the ultimate ace in the pack for Iran might be its most asymmetric response at politico-strategic level, that is, conceding to U.S. demands on nuclear issue, to preserve its political and geographical integrity as a nation, and to get integrated into the international political and financial system. In asymmetric warfare, victory rarely belongs to the strongest army. It goes to the smartest, the most patient, the one who changes the rules of the game and survives to win another day. The giant is swinging, but the ropes are also loose and the sinews are tiring. It is up to the smart adversary now to deliver a diplomatic coup de grace.